real quick before we get this thing started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you. Thank you. Sorry, Mike might not have picked it up. A huge thank you. Thank you to everyone who watched my last video and left me some comments. Maybe told me not maybe, some did, told me their stories about weight loss. Honestly, this is just my journey, but I really want to hear more about other people. I love to listen more than I love to talk. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy. This is the only Chinese food I'm eating nowadays because we're losing weight, baby. Let's go. Trying out the Premier Protein Indulgence, white chocolate raspberry. Gonna enjoy it, gonna have fun. I have some high expectations. These do run a little bit more expensive than the other ones. Smells like a protein shake. I don't know why you'd smell it. You got people who smell like electronics and stuff like that when they get them. I feel like this is more reasonable, but I don't know a lot of people who like the smell of protein shakes or protein powder. Try it one more time. Now, obviously, my expectations for flavor is pretty low compared to most people. Obviously, I didn't get this way because I was, you know, really strict about my food. But without taking into consideration a cost, it's got 30 grams of protein. So for a high protein shake, flavor's not bad. For what I expect based on the marketing, you've got white chocolate ribbons on the front of it. You've got the tower of white chocolate. I expect more of a mouthfeel God, I hate saying mouthfeel, but I do expect more of a mouthfeel. It's kind of the difference between eating a higher fat content or milk content ice cream versus a lower frozen dairy dessert. This is definitely leaning more towards the dairy dessert, which they could have done better with more emulsifiers or even a better emulsifier. The emulsifier they have in here is, this is so small I can't read it. Either way, I mean, maybe they don't want to use a bunch of emulsifiers. I would say that they were worried about ingredients, but by golly, this has a ton of ingredients in it. So I don't know. I think they could have done this, could have been smoother. And I think that would have helped my brain tell me this was, more white chocolate. As far as the raspberry flavor goes, I think that's pretty good. The only issue is if you've ever had like raspberry flavoring, it tends to linger in your mouth. Artificial raspberry does, but even more so if you've ever had like raspberry powder, dehydrated raspberry powder, that especially lingers in your mouth, and it's really tart and sweet. This falls off real quick, which I expected the flavor to linger a little bit more. It falls off a cliff for me. Is it good? It's definitely good. It's better than a lot of other things you can have for breakfast. But for the price, the marketing, I think the flavor falls flat. There are a bunch of other indulgence flavors I'm thinking about trying, and I actually picked up about 20 different other not Premier Proteins, but protein shakes in general. We're going to give them a try. What would I rate this Premier Protein? The white chocolate raspberry. If I'm going to give it out of 10, I'll give it a score of about a 6.5, maybe 6.8 would be generous. Actually, I'll give it a 6.8. It loses a point because of the cost. It's more expensive, but it's not any better, in my opinion, my personal opinion. It's not any better than the flavors that are less expensive. So I feel like we're paying more for the marketing hype. I don't see the benefit. Powdered raspberry actually is pretty dang expensive. I was looking at picking some up. It was rather expensive. So maybe that could justify the cost. It's not a bad flavor at all. I just think a lot of it's in the marketing, and I think the marketing just fell flat.